Alright guys, so we're gonna do something very unusual today. We're gonna drive almost 2,000 to 3,000 miles to hit up a few spots in the northeastern part of the United States and Canada. Yes, the northeastern part of North America. We're gonna hit up St. John's, Prince Edward Islands, and Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now we're traversing through the state of Maine. We're gonna make our way to downtown Portland to see what is going on down there. You know, we never been to this part of the state before. So one thing I noticed, it's always great to travel. You're always gonna experience different culture, places, things, people, environment, way of life. You know, we cannot continue to live in an echo chamber and see and experience the same thing every day. We gotta get people's perspective on things and, you know, just live.
This is what downtown Portland, Maine looks like. A part of downtown Portland, Maine. Portland, Maine is a big city, but we're just going through this specific area here. And I gotta emphasize that this video is all about highlighting some spaces within these cities we're gonna visit. You know, it's not gonna be a deep dive and stuff. We're just basically driving through and showing you what the general landscape and geographic situation looks like. The people you see on the roads and stuff like that, the buildings and businesses, you know. So that's what it's gonna be like for the most part. We're just gonna be driving through these cities. So that's a key bank over there. We do have key bank in Connecticut, so that's a plus. You know, Maine looks like Portland, Maine looks like, you know, they have most of the businesses and stores, and you know, the economy function just the same. But yeah, we're just going through, driving through. We're looking for some gas right now because, as I said, we're making our way up to Canada. First stop in Canada gonna be New Brunswick, St. John, New Brunswick. So stay tuned, guys. We're just
I always wanted to check the box of all the places I've never been. So yeah, we're going on a North American tour, specifically New England. We're going all the way up to Halifax, Canada, New Brunswick, PEI, and other places. So yeah, I just want to check the boxes off for all the places we've never been. And yeah, currently we stop in Maine. What is this? Portland, Maine. Getting some gas at 7-Eleven. Just look different out here. I like it though. It's looks like a very promising trip. Yep. It's very cold out here too. Not as much as I thought it would be, but it's kind of cold.
Okay guys, so I finished gassing up and making my way up to the Canadian border. At this point we're in deep Maine, all the way up north, and we're approaching the Canadian border right now. We're just gonna check to make sure we have all our travel documents and stuff like that. So yeah, we're on our way. One thing I got to understand is that New Brunswick, PEI, and Halifax, Nova Scotia, they have a different time zone. They're like 1 hour ahead of the Eastern Standard Time. So that's very interesting. So I was surprised to see the time change when I crossed over the Canadian border and entered into New Brunswick. The time automatically changed. I think it was around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then it changed to 7:30 p.m. So that was very interesting. We're now on Canadian soil, and we're making our way up to St. John's, New Brunswick, man. I'm really excited about this expedition. You know, it's a very low-key town. There's nothing much really to do, but I just want to check this town and this province off my bucket list. You know, this is the furthest point I've ever been up north towards the northeast. I'm very excited. One thing I'm excited about is the time change. You know, I think this is called Atlantic time. You see that moon there, and it's around like 8 p.m. in the evening right now. But you know, we're making our way. Those windmills.
This room is nice.
All right.
St. John's, New Brunswick. Look at that. Yep. Do you have a balcony? No. Yeah. Dreaming. In the kitchenette, right? Yeah. Fireplace. Smells good, clean. Nice king size bed. Bathtub, the tub with the jets. Nice. But not too bad. Fireplace. The workstation for you over here to do your homework. You hear me? There's a workstation for your homework over here.
Yeah, I do some homework too.
Nice. Like it. Better than Rio Cancun. The room is better than Rio Cancun room. I would say that, right? Yeah. Like it, guys. St. John's, New Brunswick. Yeah. Nice bathroom. Sink right here. Toilet bowl. Small, nice bathroom. Shower. Of course, lots and lots of towels and rags and everything. Very neat.
Alright. Crave Lounge, guys, downtown St. John, man. It's like a movie in there, man. Get your drink, party spot, everyone having a good vibe. Check it out if you ever visit St. John. That party was absolutely stunning last night. I had fun, we enjoyed ourselves, but today we're on our way to Prince Edward Island, but we're gonna stop at a little coffee shop called Presser Tea, one of my favorites from Canada, in this town called Moncton, Canada. That's where it's located. So we're gonna go to Charlottetown, PEI, but we're gonna make some stop first.
He's from Moncton, Canada. On our way to PEI. Interesting.
So far, I've noticed that there's a lot of open lands up here in the northeastern part of North America. That includes United States and Canada. Some of it is farmlands, but the majority of it is just open wilderness, you know. And this is a prime spot for people to take over just in case society melts down and, you know, the most populated areas are desperate. So now we're getting out of New Brunswick and we heading into Prince Edward Island. This bridge here is called the Confederation Bridge. It's roughly 8 miles long and it connects the province of New Brunswick to the province of Prince Edward Island. Surprisingly, they don't charge you a toll to get into Prince Edward Island. However, getting out of Prince Edward Island, you pay a staggering toll of $50.25 Canadian. And the reason behind this is they would like you to stay in Prince Edward Island and don't get out because they want the population to increase. So this is one of the way they try to force people to stay on Prince Edward Island just to get the population afloat and get the numbers up, but it didn't work for me.
Alright, who is this? More than a rich man.
Look across the street and up.
Oh, that's him over there? Okay. Across the street and up.
That's Lauren Connell. Perched on the rooftop. Arriving penniless from Ireland in 1839, he works his way from farmhand
it?
Alright guys,
Oh,
so
it's
we're here
nice,
checking
yeah.
out the city, checking out the architecture,
Okay, thanks,
checking
man.
out
Appreciate
everything. Really just enjoying the evening. But honestly, we have been trying to
Look
find
at it in the back in the
a
day.
restaurant to sit and eat something. We have been traveling for approximately 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we're really hungry. And we heard from some locals too that this place is particularly known for its seafood. So we're gonna try to get some seafood, find a restaurant, and get some seafood, and see what's going on, and enjoy the day. So we're just strolling around. I'll keep you up. So we're ending up ending up trying to go to the Sea Rock Oyster House. So that's where we're gonna probably eat. It looks good in there, so we're gonna try to go in there and see what it is like. But before we go, we're just gonna walk down the street and just do some sightseeing. I guess they're doing some construction over there. Yeah, really laid back, quiet town. Yeah, it's awesome. So we had some food at the Sea Rocket Oyster House, and this is what we got. Alright, so we're gonna stroll all the way downtown towards the waterfront, just to see what it likes down there. This is a very vibesy city, even though it's a Sunday afternoon, so we're just making our way downtown to the waterfront.
This is absolutely stunning. So this is downtown Charlottetown, Canada, Prince Edward's Island. Downtown Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Wow, this is nice.
Can you set like this is like
Yeah, they're very artistic over here. Do you think the dates are on them? Oh yeah, 2017. That's crazy. There are dates on them. Look at that. Take a picture. Engaged 2024, 2023.
From an aerial perspective, the architecture of this town slash city is very awesome. As I explained before, there are a bunch of old buildings here. The majority of these buildings are old, but from an aerial point of view, everything is just spread out. There's not too many skyscrapers. Actually, there are no skyscrapers over here. It's a very low-key spot, laid back, old brick buildings. This would be a perfect place to visit in the summertime. I might be able to come back over here in the summertime because I would like to see what it is like in the summertime. Now it's really cold, not too many people outside by the water, and it's winter slash spring. More like not quite spring yet, but yes, I would definitely like to visit over here again in the summertime.
Always want to visit Halifax, Nova Scotia. Finally here.
Textile Center.
Americans all over the world. We're Indians. So old citadel. It's like a ruin. It's a ruin. I think this was like a lookout post for during the old war times, colonial times. 'Cause you know, wow, look at this. Welcome to Halifax City National Historic Site. Wow. Canada's great heritage treasures. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like a defense fortification site to fight off their enemies. That's what's all the way up here on the hill. So I'm sure there are cannons, like old cannons guns probably here somewhere. This is nice. Yep, there's some old cannons. These are the cannons that were used to defend the harbor. Crazy, huh? Yeah. And remember, this is the second largest one, because the time when we went to Quebec City, they have one over there too. And they have the biggest kind of citadel in Quebec City. They have something like this over there in Quebec City. Somebody's in here. Guard room. Ready? Alright guys, I'm here at the supermarket.
Guys, this marked the end of my Canadian trip, guys. This was just a brief tour of all the places I went to, you know. So we finally stopped at the supermarket. You know, they have a variety of fruits from all over the world: Asia, the Caribbean, Africa, all those places, man. This really highlights why it is a generally known fact that Canadians are more healthier than Americans, because they eat a diverse group of fruit, vegetables, and you know, everything just looks good in the supermarket. It looks so healthy, looks so divine, man. It's great how these people eat good. Look at their fruits, their grapes, their apples, everything. They have a wide variety of fruits. I wish in the States we could have some of these fruits. Maybe some of the places some places in the States have these fruits, but not in my geography. Yeah, everything looked just fresh and ready to eat, man. Fruits, man. But thank you guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop any content. I'm out.